Don't underestimate the power of idli because Sunny Paji loves eating idli. And when you meddle with his idli eating, he gets angry and he'll shout at you, sorry ball. And when you don't tell sorry, he gets irritated. He'll smash you, he'll pulverize you and make you into chutney. Rowdies, beware. Sunny Paji in and as JAAT, friends. I just loved his performance. Why you go to the theaters to watch Sunny Deol, Sunny Paji? Because of his swag, of his style, his mannerisms, the power, the energy, the adrenaline he pumps into the screen, into his character, and he lives his character to the best, and he can do the things only he can do. Sunny Paji in and as JAAT is simply brilliant. The movie has some mindless action sequences, mindless concepts here and there, but you are there to watch Sunny Paji. And when he makes his screen presence, with his aura, with his swag, with his style, with his dialogues, with his powerful dialogues, even after come back home, friends, his voice, baritone voice, will be like reverberating in your ears. Such is the power, such is the aura that Sunny Paji creates on the screen. Here, the journey of JAAT from a small canteen where his idli eating, happy idli eating, was spoiled by the rowdies of Ranatunga. From that particular point, his sorry ball journey continues until he reaches the Lanka of Ranatunga, the most dreaded rowdy. Not only rowdy, he has created a scare in the 40 villages in and around. He has eclipsed their lives. He is a monster. He can behead anybody and nobody is to question. The politicians, the police, everybody with him, and the villagers are scared of Ranatunga. There is a story of Ranatunga as well, but this is the story of JAAT, starting from Idli, sorry bowl, to how he reaches the Lanka of Ranatunga, who has travelled all the way from Sri Lanka and has settled in the coastal Andhra Pradesh. So this is the journey of the JAAT in the first half. Sorry bowl, sorry bowl, sorry bowl, sorry bowl, sorry bowl, idli stories and sorry bowl. And with every sorry bowl, there is an action sequence coming up, a high voltage, high octane action sequence with Sunny Paji bashing and smashing the rowdies like he has done never before. Friends, Sunny Paji's movies are so wonderful that there will be at least 2-3 standout sequences where he dominates the screen for 10 to 15 minutes. Dialogue buzzy will be there. We have seen many movies in the past, right? Gadar, Damini, etc., etc. So he has his power, his stamp, which he has stamped his authority on particular sequences of the movie, and there he dominates even in few action sequences. But in JAAT, friends, thanks to the director Gopichandh Malineni for giving us the 5x version of Sunny Paji. This is exactly the Sunny Paji whom we wanted to watch on the screen. We have watched him time and again, but at this particular age, where did that energy come from? How does he carry himself on the screen and give such a tremendous performance, friends? Thanks to Gopichandh Malineni for creating such a character of Sunny Paji, JAAT, like no one has done before. And the story of Idli, the journey of Sorry Bol, the journey to the Lanka of Ranatunga, and how he destroys the baddies is all about the story, friends. And Sunny Paji has given a brilliant performance. He comes late in the movie, like after 25-30 minutes he makes his appearance, and once he makes the appearance on the big screen, he makes his presence felt. Such is the aura of Sunny Paji. He dominates the screen like anything. He is the tsunami, he is the volcano, he is the tornado. So his monstrous appearance on the screen, he intimidates the rowdies and villains in such a way. The villains are intimidating, I'll speak about that, but he intimidates them in such a way, he creates a scare in their heart in such a way that they feel, where did this guy come from? Out of syllabus for Randeep Hooda, that is Ranatunga and his team. Suddenly he comes into their lives and create havocs. At last, there is a dialogue from Randeep Hooda at the climax. He tells this: I have spent around 15-20 years to create this Samrajya, this empire, and you have taken hours to destroy it. Such is the aura of Sunny Paji, and such is the character which has been created by Gopichandh Malineni, friends. The first half is really interesting. As I said, it goes with Sorry Bol. We have a wonderful intro scene of Sunny Paji with a Sri Ram Jairam dance, and then the train sequence, then the canteen sequence, and then Sorry Bol sequence, and then an action sequence there. The first Sorry Bol sequence with an action sequence, that is the entry you get for your, and that is how you introduce your hero or the protagonist in the movie, with a powerful action sequence, with a dance sequence which connects to us, and all those commercial elements around Sunny Paji. The way he walks and the way he has taken over that action episode, the first action episode, is simply brilliant, friends. And then coming to the JAAT Ranatunga conflict, exactly at the interval, he has created a wonderful interval block with a fantastic action sequence in the Lanka of Ranatunga, friends. And that is simply awesome. Here is where we get connected to yet another parallel thread. A group of lady police officers get associated with JAAT. That is also another line. So an interesting interval block, and after that the movie goes to a different template. How the people of those villages were tortured by Ranatunga and his team, of course his brother as well. and a big monstrous gang of Ranatunga, how he created a scare and what was the reason. There are a couple of flashbacks as well, a flashback of JAAT, a flashback of Ranatunga, the past stories, everything are there in the second half, and the sad stories of the villagers. So it's a little bit dips down in the second half, the storytelling, and again it picks up. One thing is sure, that throughout the length of the movie, no moment, except in the second half here and there, Gopichandh Malineni has he has kept the screenplay so interesting that there are very few moments which dip in the storytelling and suddenly picks up. So the story, the screenplay, the direction, everything by Gopichandh Malineni, he has handled his resources in a best way. And coming to Ranatunga also has a past. Gopichandh Malineni has given a 25-30 minutes dedicated villain story right at the beginning, even before launching our hero into the movie, before the entry scene of Sunny Paji. So that was very important to introduce your fierce and ruthless and demonic villain, the Ravan, the story of Ravan before he brings in the Ram. So because at last the villagers consider him as a god whom they have never prayed, but he came into their life to save them from the Ravan Raj and also the Ravan and his demonic whatever it was there, ruthless things that he did with them. So that is the thing. And the action episodes are simply brilliant. As I said, the conflict between JAAT and Ranatunga, so which comes at the interval and continues in the second half, that was one wonderful action sequence. Before that also, there is a canteen action sequence, as I said, an action sequence in the minister's house with the Somulu, and then that interval one, and the climax action sequence where the villain looks like almost a puppet, so being bashed and smashed by our Sunny Paji. But the best action sequence with the commentary of Upendra Limaye, who is in the prison, comes in the form of a jail action sequence. Friends, that is the best Paisa Vasool moment where Sunny Paji is thrashing and bashing the baddies. So he has used everything possible in this particular movie, not the pump of Gadar, but here a vertical fan, which you have seen in the trailer. So the cupboards, the cots, the barricades, the bricks, the walls, the swords, whatever he has used, he creates ripples in the Lanka of Ranatunga, the cracks going, so when the rowdies, he smashes them against the pillars, the cracks appear in the wall. Fantastic action sequences. Watch out for that particular police station action sequence, friends, that is simply brilliant. And then we need to speak about the BGM by Taman S. Oh God, he has enjoyed his heart. He has given his BGM, Taman S, to his heart's content. There are 3 songs, I guess, in the movie. The JAAT theme song is also really good. Sri Ram Jairam song is simply, it just touches your emotional cards. And then one dance number by Urvashi Rautela. All those are situational. Even Urvashi Rautela's song, if it was not there in the movie also, it wouldn't have mattered. But it is a good dance number where you can tap your foots. Apart from that, S. Taman has played with the BGM, friends, the elevations he gives, the different BGM he gives to elevate the character of JAAT, and on another side, the transition he gets in different scenes and also action sequences, and the background music he creates for his villain, also Ranatunga, simply brilliant. Taman has given, here and there, friends, you feel it out of the top, like over the top, and very loud BGM, but it's very effective. Seeing the mode and mode of the movie, the BGM is simply awesome and superb. That is what I want to tell. Pumps up adrenaline. And coming to the support cast, friends, Vineet Kumar Singh as Somulu, here and there, definitely he irritates. He keeps cooing in the first half, suddenly his cooing disappears. Why? We don't know. But he looks intimidating. His character should have been shaped in a better way. And then Regina Cassandra has given a good performance as the wife of Ranatunga. And there are plenty of South Indian actors, friends, because it is directed by Gopichandh Malineni. Sayami Kher plays the role of the cop. Her role is good. Those ladies who are playing the cops are also really good. Jagapati Babu, Ramya Krishna, they have short roles here. Zarina Wahab is there. Upendra Limaye was the pick. But the best, the meaty role after Sunny Paji is Randeep Hooda. An intimidating villain. After many years, we get to see such an intimidating villain against a very strong hero. Well played Gopichandh Malineni by placing Randeep Hooda there. So whenever Randeep Hooda is on the screen, he simply steals. He also gets the first 25 minutes dedicated time for his story build-up. And thanks to Gopichandh Malineni, the captain of the ship, well directed, sir, we've given a very good entertainment movie. Everyone will not love JAAT for sure, but for Sunny Paji's fans, when you know what to expect from the movie, and for action lovers, this movie is a treat, friends. Thanks to Maitri movie makers also. Finally, friends, JAAT is a fantastic action entertainment packed with Sunny Paji. And of course, Sunny Paji versus Randeep Hooda, JAAT versus Ranatunga. And at the end of the movie, you will definitely fall in love with Idli. And sorry ball. Book your tickets, go and watch JAAT before Sunny Paji gets angry and shouts at you. Sorry ball. Love you, Sunny Paji. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, like and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with another movie review. Until then, do take care. Bye. Namaste.